if the Russians were to lose or to start losing, I believe they would use nuclear weapons to rescue the situation. Okay? So what that means is that the West's policy of defeating Russia inside of Ukraine makes the likelihood of nuclear war go up if it works. In other words, if the West succeeds, if German policy succeeds in Ukraine, you make the risk of nuclear war go up. The Russians are in the driver's seat now, and the Russians will ultimately win the war, and therefore nuclear weapons will not be used. But with regard to the United States coming into the war, if I'm right and the Russians are winning, there'll be a very serious temptation for the United States to come in. That's where the great power war comes.
This is why this entire situation in Ukraine that has been going on for so many years is really risky. It's getting too dangerous. I would really like to know how far NATO is willing to go with this war and how far the Russians are willing to go. Because the Russians, to me, they're very unpredictable. They can be willing to do anything to win this war. And I don't need a world war. So if that is the case, then we really need to go to negotiating right now. We have to negotiate for the sake of world peace. The world is bigger than NATO, America, and Ukraine alone. We need to get to negotiating. I've been saying this for over 2 years now. It is time, because we do not need a world war.